So I got accepted into Call of the Dawn, which is a rogue lineage type role-playing game. Um, I got accepted, and yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys a PD we had today. It was pretty fun. So we started out in the tavern, like we were just kind of chilling. But then the captain pulls up and he starts like giving all of us food for some reason. Then we find out he wants all of us to like get pickaxes and start mining for resources. So it's kind of like, okay, right? Not the most fun role-playing task to roleplay mining stone, but we did it anyway. So we start going to town, and I meet Raz and Lambert. These two would be with me for the rest of the PD. They're like pretty cool guys. All of a sudden, someone comes up and is like, "Oh, there's an Oculi in the tunnels, and they're killing people." So everybody in the mines just starts bolting over to try and whoop this Oculi's ass, and that Oculi gets beat up bad. This is the first place where I meet Sarik, and he just hates this Oculi and wants to freaking kill him. And eventually he does pretty much get what he wants. He maims the Oculi and starts stomping on him. More on that later. He definitely tortures this guy. Eventually we have a town vote. The captain votes, and he says, to the right on the bridge, he becomes a slave. In the middle, he lives. To the left, you kill him. So, originally I was on the right side, but then I moved to the middle because I was like, we should just let this guy go. Right. He's probably like trying to run away from something. I don't know why he would just go into the caves randomly for no reason and die. But the captain randomly starts ripping out the eyes of the Oculi because apparently they have like Sharingans, and he gives one of the eyes to like, each like two different people, to one to Sarik and one to one other person, Choro, I believe, or Raz, whoever. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, apparently you can just implant Oculi eyes as like a Sharingan in this game. So after that, we decide to keep the Oculi prisoner, and Sarik just decides to beat the crap out of the Oculi for like zero reason. And I I get the Oculi, and I start going over to the captain because I gotta find where he wants to keep this guy. Also, side note, this guy was just deadass showing me a human eye, like it's just like some casual thing. And so we get over to the captain, and he's too busy for me, cause like this is not that important, right? So I'm just like, okay, I'll just put him on. I'll put him somewhere. I'll find somewhere for him. We start bandaging him up. We start helping him. Eventually, one guy tells us to go get some plants and like get like a salve for his eyes that have been ripped out. So we do that. Come back, try and heal this guy's eyes, and then he's like, "No, Oculi eyes don't work like that." And then he starts like freaking out. In hindsight, I don't really know what he was talking about because both of his eyes had been ripped out. Eventually, he just like runs out, and I'm afraid he's gonna like run off the edge and kill himself. So I'm like, I have to knock this guy and like stop him from. Eventually, he ends up killing himself, or he ends up falling off, but he doesn't die somehow. I don't really know how. And Sarik is just annoying. like the entire time. He hit me away while I was trying to save the Oculi, and I was very mad. So eventually this escalates into like a little mini fight where like two of the same of my race like try and back me up, and he he ends up knocking off one of my buddies, and they fall to their doom, I thought, but they end up living too somehow. So eventually, I've decided I have enough. I've had enough with this hellhole, and I'm just like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving this cave. I'm like, I nearly just killed somebody. Weird stuff is going on. People are getting their eyes ripped out. I just want to leave. So we get with like a group, and this guy Elgrim like volunteers to lead us out of the cave. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be here anymore, so I'm gonna leave the cave with this group. So Choro, who's like been with us this entire time, is also part of this group, so I feel like more safe with him because he's kind of a G. Choro's a mute, by the way. He can only talk using paper. So we end up starting to leave. We sneak past the captain, and we start heading out the caves. Eventually, we make it to like a pit, and one of the elves just falls to their death, and they fall into a pit of spiders and just die. But Choro and everyone make it. We try and keep a low profile because if we can get noticed by a stung, we're all dead. Like the stung and Oculi are all fighting outside, so we have to keep a low profile if we want to escape the cave. We go outside, and Elgrim, who is leading us outside, starts trying to teach Raz like spirit magic, and the PD ends. So what actually happened was, we're not actually supposed to be able to go outside, so they voided this like entire subplot we had going on and gave us all 1 feat as compensation, because the mod that was leading us, which was Elgrim, wasn't actually supposed to be letting us go outside. So yeah, that was my first PD on Call of the Dawn.